The technology behind eFarm Direct. eFarm Direct basically is an open source platform. We are basically using PHP, MySQL as the front end and the back end, and using very simple JavaScript, HTML for the front end interfaces. And right now, of course, the key aspect of the entire back office is going to be phones and SMS. And right now it's a very simple mobile phone which all of you have. So we just have a set of numbers, and people call on that number and we answer that. But we are already migrating ourselves to a cloud-based telephony very soon. And later on we are also going to be building our own systems, because at the end of the day, they are also a startup, so we don't know whether startups will survive or how long they're going to survive. And second, most importantly, our customer data is very crucial to us, because we understand that everybody is trying to jump onto this village and rural kind of thing, but most of the interests are very vested. They just want to push information onto their mobile and start sending ads, real estate sending and all that, which I'm pretty sure you also keep getting. So we don't want to encourage that at all, and so most of the telephony systems are based on something called as Asterisk, which is once again open source. And we are developing our own platform for that. So once that happens, we'll be switching everything in-house, so that way our customers' data is privately handled, and it's a lot more under scrutiny, so that we don't let other people touch or play with the data without our knowledge. So that's basically what the back office structure is going to be. We are also going to put an analytics on top of the data, to analyze the information, and analyze reports can go out. And I'm pretty sure a lot of the commodity traders and people who are tracking the industry from various parameters, or journalists and press and all, will be interesting, because a lot of very interesting statistics which we can derive out of that. We are also looking forward to industry experts to do that. And other interesting projects, like for example XML, Agri XML, we are going to start standardizing products by name, by yield information, and there's a lot of varieties of the products which is not even tracked in Wikipedia, because we've been searching for that, because India being doing agriculture for thousands of years, so even a single tomato, there are like 600 varieties of tomato in India. So I don't think any journal or even academic institutions are tracking that, because every day we keep getting calls of all kinds of interesting new products. So we are first going to start tracking that, and these are all going to be exposed as open source projects, so that other volunteers can also pitch in and help us out. So we're going to make the development of eFarm Direct itself is a very interesting exercise where people can contribute, because everybody wants to help the farmer, but everybody I know has constraints in terms of job and other things. So we're going to expose it, so that based on your time, based on which area of expertise, you can start assisting us. Another thing which we're going to work on is calculators. Whereas given a particular product and acreage and location and soil and certain irrigation details, we can start looking at what are benchmark prices, what are benchmark cost of productions, so that a farmer can quickly arrive at what should be the base minimum price, because this is very critical for this industry to start getting self-reliant. So these are all of these tools can be built very easily and exposed as a simple website kind of tools, or even mobile apps and all that. So we feel as more and more people get involved, we're also going to expose a lot of APIs, so that developers can build these tools and build small widgets and all, which can be easily integrated with other applications. So it's a pretty exciting to look at it. We'll be rolling out a lot of these ideas out on the web. We want to make the business itself as very open, because a lot of people are very closed about the startup idea, whereas we feel that the more we share, the more we get. And this is one area which I find that even a lot of people sometimes get a little paranoid about should I share my business plan, or should I share this with other people? What if somebody else comes up with exactly the same idea and all that? Because frankly speaking, at this point, the only person whom I should really be worried about is myself, because my biggest enemy and my biggest friend is this guy over here. Okay, so there's also a saying in Bhagavad Gita which I strongly believe in the sense like, your mind is your biggest thing which you need to conquer, because it keeps distracting you all over the place and things like so. You have to bring it back, and you have to bring it back to one shape, and so there's nothing to be afraid of. So that way we, just like how open source things, we want to share our business, even our bank statements, everything is going to be open, so that way I don't get a call from Anil Joshi on the 6th of every month saying, please share your balance sheet information. It's there. Anytime you want, Anil, you can just go and download it and do whatever number crunching you want to do. So that way, like, I'm at peace, that way, the technology, whatever, because I know that what we are trying to do has been there, done that somewhere else. So I would like to tap on that global knowledge of things and trying to get things done quickly, because we are in a crisis state. So I can't be very secretive about what I'm doing. We're going to be very open. You will see it in our new website, which is launched. And this video itself is the first of that attempt that we want to share what we are doing with you so that you can come up with suggestions on how to do it better, faster, and cheaper.